Okay, so we've got the 3 wood on the right hand side there, and the 7-iron on the left. Okay, so similar setup as we said. The only change really when the ball's on the tee is it just goes a little bit nearer towards your left foot, but not much. We're talking an inch or so, not really method to worry about. But in terms of the swing, same principle, keeping that circle. Now if we look at this swing on the left hand side, we turn the body back nicely. On the right hand side here, we turn the body back nicely. One thing I'd be careful, and sometimes when people get longer clubs, they sway further off the golf. To try and get a bigger swing, they move more laterally. We need to make sure when we're swinging back, you can see that you're not too far behind the golf ball. I would say at that position there now you've moved over to your right foot. To me it's a little bit too far going back. Ideally you want to sort of stay in between your feet there in terms of that movement. So if we can do that, you see where your 7-iron is there, a bit more on the inside of your right foot. Now as you come back to the golf ball, because it's a shorter club, and again you're a club you're used to, good strike as we can see, and the left arm now just sort of staying there with the body for the most part. Now if we look at this movement, it's not as bad a movement as some of the 7-irons you had there, but that left arm now starting to pull off the body as you can see there now, and that's almost like a lifting sensation. So if you look where your hands are, just after impact your hands are up there, and when they started they're a bit lower down than that. Okay, just getting those hands to sort of maintain and stay a bit lower and longer. Like we said last time, imagine there's a sort of crash mat or something out here we're trying to extend that golf club into. If we try and lift up the arms and scoop it up in the air like so, we're going to top the golf ball. As you can see, the ball just sort of popping up in the air, the club's gone beyond, and the ball just going up in the air like so, and then dribbling down 10-15 yards. So it's keeping that width in the swing. But when you've got a big club, sometimes the backswing creates all the movement and make a big wide swing, but end up going too far this way, and then we don't get back to our left side. We go all the way back here. I can't move now. So we just scoop it. So we can just try and well, I think not necessarily shorter, but just staying a bit more upright in the swing, so you're more over the ball. And that's something again you can practice in the mirrors. I don't know if we mentioned last time with the sort of the sun behind your head, that sort of drill you can do there. So you sort of get the visual of the sun behind the head here, and your body now should be sort of staying over the ball. If it moves too far backwards, the further this way you move in the backswing, obviously the further that way you've got to come back. And the added movement sideways is going to increase the likelihood of a miss hit. What you'll find though with a 7 or 8 or a 6 on the clubs you're used to, because you sort of know the feeling of what a good strike should feel like, you know where to get back to, because practice has helped you get that feeling. You now use this 3 for the first time today, so it's going to take a bit of getting used to, okay? But I think it's going to be key to get on the golf course. You can't play sort of 7-iron, 7 all the time.
God, no.
That should be going about 100 yards, that club, with based on a 7-iron going sort of 70 yards there. So it'll give you 30 extra yards per shot. That's going to make it a lot easier to get to the green on a 400-yard hole or a 300-yard hole in a shot or 2 less, isn't it? So bring that score down. Okay, does that make sense though, yeah? So still keep the width. The arms are going to bend as you come through because your body's not rotating as much. Okay, if you can rotate the body better, that left arm won't need to bend quite so much. Okay, so don't think to try and stretch the arm out. The arms will stay straighter the more your body rotates. Okay, off you go. So have a couple more shots then, and we'll see how that goes with the 3 wood then, Jill, okay?